and welcome to the Green Room with the Red Couch. I'm Annabelle, and we are here with the Monterey County Producers Club to bring you some interviews with local luminaries and interesting figures, people who are creating art and just otherwise doing things around town that we think need to be amplified and that would bring a little joy and excitement to the life of our viewers out there. These segments can be found at lesageproductions.com and are also going to be airing on local community television on AMP, which is local channel 24, and you can see those show times here on our screen. Today's show features two incredible locals who are doing big things for our community in the arts and also in civic engagement. We're going to bring you those two interviews right after we present to you a little production that was made by Monterey County Producers Club for a local nonprofit. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Susan. We're at the Yellow Brick Road in Carmel. We're a nonprofit. Telephone numbers are 626-8480 and 626-0448. We take donations Monday through Saturday from 10 to 4, closed on Sundays. We've given out almost $5 million to date. Different charities. We support education, food banks, the homeless, the arts.
Hi, welcome back to the Green Room with the Red Couch. I'm Annabelle, and I am very excited to welcome our first guest today. Her name is Rachel Spung. She is a local singer-songwriter that we're very excited to get to have a conversation with. So please welcome Rachel. Rachel, welcome. Hello. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Red Couch.
Red Couch.
We are always excited to have conversations with artists in the area and learn what their stories are. I mean, Monterey County is a pretty interesting place art-wise. What was your history in the arts and how did you come to music?
Oh gosh, that's an interesting question. I come from a very musical background.
Cool.
My great uncle was a studio jazz drummer. My dad loves rock and roll music, so fortunately enough, the schools here are very proactive with their music programs. So since elementary school, I've been playing classically, and now that I'm a little older, I'm doing my own thing now.
Nice. So what was your beginnings in music? What was the first time that you started writing songs or even just playing music?
When I was very little, I grew up singing a lot of jazz music. I've actually been writing since I was like 5 years old.
Oh, wow.
Stupid little songs, of course, but
Your 5-year-old songs. What were some examples of those? Do you remember any of
gosh,
them?
probably
I'll bet
something
your mom
about
retells them all the time.
my mom doing something I didn't like I hate you, mom. Sorry, wait, mom, I love
so
you.
So you were punk originally.
I was punk. I guess so.
Wow.
But
I hate you, mom, by a 5-year-old.
But I actually love you, mom. Sorry.
Did you hear that, mom? She loves you.
But yeah, so I've always had music in my life in one way or another.
Nice.
Definitely.
So what have you been doing lately? What are your most recent music projects?
I've been working with a couple friends of mine, getting some recording done. Now I'm doing a lot of going back to the jazz. For a while I just played guitar. So yeah, I'm going back to the jazz, singing a lot of R&B, soul. I'm working with a couple people who have a lot of hip-hop influences. That's really interesting. Beat-wise, because it's awesome to have the jazz roots and then put something a little modern on it. I think a lot of people are trying to do that now, but they don't really come from a true jazz background.
So, fortunately, for those of us who haven't gotten a chance to see you live, we actually have a clip of you performing. Do you want to set up this clip at all, or do you want to give us a teaser of what we're about to see?
I guess we have a clip of me performing. I guess it's when I met James, who's putting this on. Hopefully through the Monterey County Producers Club, I'm going to be doing a couple projects which are going to be on your local Comcast channels. So I went to meet him at Wave Street Studios, who's kind enough to let us use the studio space. They're going to record all of our live performances. Hopefully we're going to build a sort of community band, spread positive awareness of the art culture here, and just bring everybody together. So I'm guessing this is my audition tape.
Nice. All right. Sounds
Get
good to me.
ready for
Let's see. We'll find out together.
I guess.
All right, here she is, ladies and gentlemen, Rachel.
You got a new girl now, what's she do? Where's she from? Who does she know? Who does she know? Does she treat you better than I did with that girl before? Yeah, I'm saying this now to be real, just to be fair. Now I predicted this before you ran your...
So, Rachel, for people who want to hear more of that amazing music, who people want to follow you and involve your art in their life, do you want to tell us where we can find you?
Currently, I just have my Instagram, which is my name, Rachel Spung, RACHELSPUNG, and you can follow me there to see music I'm going to be releasing and future projects with the Monterey County Producers Club and future projects at Wave Street. That's where you'll find me.
Excellent. Well, Rachel, thank you so much for joining us on our inaugural episode of The Green Room with the Red Couch. Thank you for being very brave, coming and hanging out with us. And we will hopefully see you again. We're definitely going to be following your music career as it blossoms and grows.
Thank you.
I'm familiar with this camera thing. You know,
Yeah.
weird TV
Yeah,
show.
we got an important question to ask you.
Oh, good. Okay.
What do you think of overnight success? Does it truly happen?
You know, I mean, with the advent of American Idol and stuff like that, yeah, sort of. It's maybe sort of, but you know, everybody that wins that. I mean, you know, Carrie Underwood didn't start singing the week before she won American Idol. I mean, I think that's pretty apparent. No, I don't think so. I think I don't know. I don't believe in overnight success.
Do you live out the words of your songs that you write? Do you think?
God, no, my wife busts me on that all the time. Jesus. I make shit up. People, I make shit up. Creative.
Hey, tell us your name so for the people that don't know you.
My name is Bob Papiro. No, it's, no. My name's Craig Wise.
Overnight success actually happened?
No. No such thing. Whoever told you that?
Hi, I'm Ed Supple. I'm a guitar player. I used to play in Los Angeles in the sessions out there. I did a lot of ghost playing, like a la stunt double. Would play in the movies, you know, bring somebody out to play the hard parts. A lot of players weren't capable of cutting it when the light came on for various reasons. So in order to keep their egos intact, they had people come in and do things that they were incapable of doing. So I was one of those people. And right now I'm visiting some friends in Nashville and I'm watching these guys, how efficient they are. And you know, just having a really good time, enjoying everything. Sometimes overnight success takes a long time. It's not necessarily overnight. So I've been doing this, 25 years, and I'm very fortunate to still be doing it now. And you just got to hang in there and keep playing and keep trying, because doors open sometimes when you least expect them.
Welcome back to The Green Room with the Red Couch. Thank you so much for joining us on our first episode. It's been so fun so far. We just talked to Rachel Spung, an amazing local singer-songwriter who is doing some big things locally with music, and we are now going to welcome our second guest. We're very lucky to have Michael Green, a park manager with the Monterey State Historic Parks, is here today. He's going to talk to us about a very exciting project that he is working on. Hi, Michael. Welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here, sir. Please have a seat. We are so glad to have you. Please feel free to get comfortable. And I know, oh yes,
Sure.
Perfect. First, why don't you tell us what has been your history with the state park system? How did you get?
Oh, well, that's a long story.
Really?
Sure. I started out as a child, very young. I started out 28 years
that
ago.
sounds
My
serious.
initial park experience was as a guide at Hearst Castle,
Oh wow.
and I worked there for a while. Then promoted to guide supervisor. Then I had another opportunity for promotion and ended up at the State Capitol Museum in Sacramento. So I was managing the tour program there, doing tours for the state legislators, the governor's office. Tons of fun.
Wow.
And then
Lots of walking past oil paintings. And
yeah, lots of guys in oil paintings.
and
in
we're
the hallways.
walking and we're walking.
And then
Sorry.
I went into a situation where I was at the training center at Asilomar Conference Grounds here in Pacific Grove.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Oh, one of my favorite
Yeah.
gems of this entire area. Such
Yep.
a beautiful place.
It was great, and I got to meet a lot of different people that work at state parks.
Yeah.
Everybody comes through there at one time or another.
Mhm.
And then I got here about 9 years ago. I got to Monterey State Historic Park. I was offered another promotion to manage the interpretive program there, and so that's what I'm doing now.
You are working on a project that I think might be near and dear to a lot of locals who remember the California First Theater. Is that right?
Oh, that's right, yeah. In fact, rarely a day goes by when somebody doesn't stop me and say, when are you guys going to open the first theater?
Oh, wow.
Because there's so many people who live here and have fond memories of the performances that were there. The Troopers of the Gold Coast used to do regular performances of old-time melodramas and olios.
I remember.
And, yeah, you
That's
do?
right, I do.
Oh, great. Yeah, I even remember that. So, because I was living in San Jose at the time, and I used to come down to Monterey to watch these, and
Wow.
it was so great. So about 10 years ago, some structural problems with the theater forced its closure, and it hasn't been open since. It seems like it's been one thing after another. Just recently, in fact, the last winter's rains caused a flood in the bar room of the First Theater.
Oh no.
Big time mold issues. We had to close it again. We had briefly opened it for Christmas in the Adobes.
Oh, that's right, yeah, I
So we
saw
would
that.
open it up for that special event, just for that one thing.
Okay.
And it had to be closed after a while too.
People's
So,
feet were like falling through the floor, and
so
you gotta look into this.
So all this led to our nonprofit association getting behind a fundraising effort really in earnest. So this means that we have a registered 501c3 nonprofit. They're called the Monterey State Historic Park Association, and I was approached by the president of their board, who said, let's really do this. Let's get this place open and get the funding we need, because
Okay.
parks, I don't know if you know this, but California State Parks is kind of, they have funding difficulties. You know,
Okay.
we're sort of last in the food chain
Really?
for getting money from the state. So
Wow.
we're looking at creative ways of keeping parks open, forming
Mhm.
partnerships, creative revenue generating situations. And so this nonprofit is actually giving us an opportunity to do some creative fundraising, do some grant writing, get community support. We really feel that the community is stronger when people can get behind their historic structures and their buildings and the stories of the history of Monterey, which is a rich history. So
Wow.
we're really excited about getting this thing open again. It's really
That's so
it's the
nice.
first performing arts venue in the state of California.
Wow.
So that's really something, because I'm a performer as well, so I
Yeah.
understand the need to do that.
Wow. Yeah. So the theater itself is in your capable hands, and I'm hopefully going to get an update soon thanks to your funding. And do you have a vision of what the reopening will look like? Will it be similar to the way it was before? Is that what the group is hoping for?
Right. There are guidelines for how you restore an historic structure.
Oh yeah.
So we can't go crazy and make a brand new sparkling theater. We want it
Yeah.
to look historically correct and accurate
Beautiful.
as much as possible. But we know what needs to be done. We have a list of things. These are the things that have to be done. And primarily, we have to deal with foundation issues.
Okay.
There's water coming in whenever it rains, so that has to be stopped.
I've seen multiple historic or construction jobs where they have to lift the entire structure up. Is that something you guys think you might have to be looking into?
I hope not. I don't think that's going to have to happen. But then there's other issues, like it needs a new roof.
Okay.
And then if we open it, and when we open it, it needs to have it needs to be ADA compliant. So
Right.
it needs to be accessible
Lovely.
for our friends with disabilities. So
Thank goodness.
that's a big architectural puzzle.
Okay.
But we're looking at ways of doing that. So if we get those two things done, if we get the foundation solid and there's no more leaking under the foundation, and we get ADA compliant, then we can actually open it up for special events.
Oh, nice.
And then take care of some of the other things on the list as they come. So that's our aim. Really the people behind it are our association, the Monterey State Historic Park Association. And if you wanted to get involved in the community, if you wanted to help out with this, and it's going to take some community support,
Yes.
you can go to the website.
And what is that
Then you
website?
can go to mshpa.org. That stands for Monterey State Historic Park Association.org.
Okay.
Go on that site, click the donate button, and you can help
Excellent.
out.
That's wonderful. Well, in addition to that incredible resource of cultural enrichment that you've just brought to us, I also hear that you might have brought another blessing to our show today. Is it true that you have some musical talents that you might be willing to share with us?
Yes, this is little known, but it's absolutely true that at night I go into my bat cave, I take off my uniform, and I turn into a performer. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So will we need to provide a dressing room first before we get to the performance here, or are you going to...
I think it could be accomplished the way I'm dressed.
Beautiful.
Currently.
All right.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, I am going to get out of your way and let the musical notes fly. And thank you very much, Sarah, for being here and for sharing your work and your artistry with us.
Annabelle, it's my pleasure.
Let's get to some songs.
It's an old favorite, one that I learned when I was a child. Well, if you ever plan to go west, take my way, it's a highway that's best. Get your kicks, child, on Route 66. Well, they wind from Chicago to LA, more than 3,000 miles along the way. Get your kick on Route 66. Well, I'm going to St. Louis, drop in Missouri, Oklahoma City, look so pretty, I'll see Amarillo, Gallup, New Mexico, Flagstaff, Arizona, don't forget Winona, King and Boston, San Diego. And if you really hit the my kind of tip, you're on that California trip. Get your kicks, child, Route 66. Get your kicks on Route 66. Get your kicks on Route 66. This one is something I used to do. I still do when I do instruction in the Ranger Academy. I get to instruct the Rangers right at the end of their academy sessions, and they've already gone through 8 months of training, and they get to me, and I get to teach them about communication skills, and we have a lot of fun, and how to do campfire programs and nature walks and tide pool walks and stuff like that. And so we're in a mood of celebration. So we're all going to toast one another when this is all done. And so this is the song I play for them. Let's go out of town tonight. My pockets are heavy with loot. We'll get drunk and that's it. Loud and aggressive to move. I've been living from hand to mouth for it seems like 3 or 4 weeks. And I can tell you one thing, you listen when your stomach speaks. I feel good, it feels like I do, that I hold y'all all on account of that wine I bought today. Smiling so sweet, that every little girl that I meet. Some folks will try to tell you it's a sin to feel so good. I feel funny having all this money today. Think I feel like dancing tonight. Think I feel like dancing tonight away.
This is kind of where I got my start in showbiz, here at MPC. At the Morgenstock Theater was a graduation for us because we came from the other side of campus in a little studio that was hardly equipped to do any acting and performing on. And Morgan was pushing real hard to have a theater built at that time, and his dream came true. And I got to direct in this theater as well. I was a student director here too. that big chunk of building behind me is what we were aspiring and just wanting to happen so bad, you know, when we were in the little theater. Wouldn't it be wonderful if we had a fly loft? Have our sets just fly right in from the fly loft, change to the next scene just like that. It'd be so much fun. And Morgan finally got his dream. The theater was built and the fly loft went in. And he retired in a beautiful, wonderful theater named after him. Now, isn't that a wonderful local story? Huh? Especially for the performing arts.
Thank you so much for joining us on our first ever episode of The Green Room with the Red Couch. We really appreciate you guys being here for these amazing conversations that we had with these two local just gems. Thank you to Michael Green and to Rachel Spung for hanging out with us. And we hope that you guys will tune in again for another episode of The Green Room with the Red Couch.
Hey, you're rolling along with me, Jim Lesage, and I'm out at MPC, and I'm going to talk to some new aspiring actors and actresses and people that just want to break into showbiz. So let's meet them and see, maybe we can find out more about them. Maybe they got aspirations they want to talk about. We don't know. There you go.
I like this. Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Turtle James. I'm an aspiring actor, and I like doing this because it gives me kicks.
Hi, I'm Jim Hendricks. I've done a lot of acting, but I took off 20 years, now I'm back. It's a very exciting program here at MPC, and come down and see us sometime.
Go ahead.
Hi, my name is Chris Del Real. I'm an aspiring actor. I'm in the theater arts program here at MPC. I'm working on my theater arts degree. Come and join us. Fun.
Hello everyone, my name is James Landy and I am a beginning actor here, and I would like to welcome you all to the MPC campus.
Thank you, James.
Hi, my name is Erica and I'm here at MPC. I like to help out with the choreography for the plays and dance and movement.
3940. Everybody, this is George Peterson. George Peterson is the music director for this.
Hey,
he's got a...
Hey George, are you guys the three tenors?
George's got a great body of work behind him. He's done the Mikado, he did the Borrowers at the Force Theater music, so he does whole shows. You know Jim, he's the co-producer here. Script control guy, and Road Trip and Big Sur, and how socially we all started to change. What was that during that time period? Realities and truths, like the Pacheco script. This is Bill Sherino. He's one of the co-authors of this.
You brought my friend